We're up. We're live. We're awake. Good morning.
Where's your advertising?
Yes, yes, I will do that. Hold on. I put the stream up before I advertised. Lieber. I think it's so funny that, like, we just have the big fucking rotating hot dog up on the stream right now.
Well, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Hold on. I'm gonna put that up on the Discord stream so you can see the rotating hot dog. That's all stream sees right now.
Hang on. It's time to make that really badly in Blender.
I'm also gonna put on the music so you can actually hear it. Anyways, we're probably gonna do a smaller pre-session this time, probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Rubs my hands. Yeah, I think it would be a good idea if we started having, like, shorter pre-streams, because I noticed that a lot of our pre-streams are just kind of, like, silence.
We've been talking to chat most of the time.
Yeah, we're just kind of, like,
Okay,
talking to
was
chat most of the time.
Talking to chat is cool.
No chat yet, I do not think.
I was about to say, what? Do you ever?
Okay, so, yeah, we're gonna do, like, a 10-minute pre-stream this time, and then we're gonna go right into it.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. My main reasoning is both that and also we apparently spend so much time during the pre-stream that on both archival videos on YouTube, the automatic thumbnails are always just like the slideshow in the beginning of the stream.
Right.
So we just get rotating hot dog.
Yeah. Rotating hot dog. I gotta change the stream option real quick, because this is part 3! We're 3 years old now. We're 3. Do you know how cool that is? We're 3 years old.
Your salad.
Yeah.
One more forget about like hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Yeah, hot dogs are cool. I like hot dogs with cheese on them. I also like chili cheese dog. Chili cheese dogs
You
are
also
the
like
best.
hot dogs with hand
Okay,
grenades.
Sonic fan.
Yeah, I'm a Sonic fan. What about it?
Okay. When I look at a hot dog like that, all I can think of is just like those stupid ones with when the fucking dog itself is stupidly longer than the bun.
Yeah.
So you just have to like precariously hold it as you just eat the fucking like extra parts before you can enjoy the hot dog.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
But he's supposed to eat the dog with the bun at the same time. Why is the dog so much bigger than the bun so I can't eat the dog with the bun at the same time?
I don't know, because it's funny.
I could eat the butt of the dog at the same time. What are you talking about? It's good. Like, yum, yum, yum.
Not if the dog is ridiculously longer than the fucking bun.
Oh, you mean a foot-long dog. Okay. I call them feet dogs.
Of course
Don't.
you did. Okay, yeah.
Don't.
Okay, I'm gonna use the term feet dogs.
Okay, yeah, feet dogs.
No, please. Don't do that.
We're gonna influence chat to say feet dogs now.
Yeah. If you ever get popular enough, I might, like, actually put art up of, like, events from the story for the slideshow.
Alvora avoiding an army's worth of bullets or something.
Yeah. Anyways, I have
Very
Roll20
good.
open. I would recommend you all do the same. What the
Yeah,
fuck happened?
yeah.
Why did the default icon change on Roll20? That, like, actually scared the fuck out of me. I was like, did someone fuck with my Roll20 board? But no. Like the default profile picture is the same, but there's like a new default token for characters.
Oh, black.
Yeah. It's like a hooded figure.
Me waiting for the advertisement to go away.
Yeah, that's the experience. So yeah, we're not gonna have... Fuck. We're gonna have no Durkin this time.
The lack of Durkin.
Yeah, we're Durkinless.
The Durkin went off to do robotic stuff, yeah, I think.
Yeah, he's being a loser and going to robotic shit. Because he's a fucking loser. We should eat him.
It's not exactly a loser, but you know.
Yeah, he's kind of a loser. I don't know. I'm fucking deleting old video files because they're starting to take up a lot of space on my computer. And I think everyone on the stream just got to hear the fucking Linux barn sound.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, time to open D20.
Roll 20.
D20,
actually,
like the dice.
stuff
I'm
like
opening
that.
it up.
Those
There's a little
thing.
remnant instead.
What if you just put like a rotating gif of a fucking fish and chips?
I don't know if there's a thing.
There's a lot of rotating food items. Just rotating burgers.
There's rotating chips, but no fish.
Just chips and
Yeah, just chips.
still kind of weird missing a person in the roster.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of whatever.
One day I'm gonna have to be missing from the roster sometimes.
Yeah.
No one's gonna have a perfect record about this.
Yeah. And that's okay. Alright. Okay, so I couldn't get you a fish and chip spitting gif, but I hope this works. It should be up on the stream shortly. Maybe. I don't know.
Playing while we're food.
Yeah, we're playing with our food
I don't
while we're
think-
streaming. Hold on. Why is this not working?
I don't think our stream today has supposed to be food related.
Yeah, no, it's not, but you know, it's still fun.
We're
At the hot dog.
trying to like fucking slideshow, and that's what we landed on, food.
Yeah. There you go!
Oh my god, it's British food.
Okay,
Alright.
back to hot dog.
Yeah, back to hot dog. It changes every 10 seconds.
Every 10 seconds, so we get hot dogs and the fucking British food jump scare.
Yeah, anyways. Stream time. So I'm gonna have to actually get rid of this map.
With the British food now.
Yeah, I can put away the British food now. Let me change the music real quick. Cause you know, that's not what I wanted to open.
Copyright strike.
Copyright strike. Imagine it was the British food that got us fucking like. No, this one. Alright. Then I will open that. Then why does it show Minecraft? Okay. Okay. So, last we left off, you and all went to sleep within a building. And that's it. I decided that...
Let's show us chat, even if there's no one here right now.
Yeah, will do. Hold on.
Rotating hot dog again.
Yeah, I gotta pop out the chat, and to do that, I have to actually tab into Twitch, and I don't want to have Twitchception.
Hi, chat.
Whoa. You got chat.
Yeah, you got your chat. Sorry, I'm just like adjusting the layout midstream.
Surely the best streamer in
Alright,
the
there we
world.
go. That's a pretty good layout. What do you think?
I mean, isn't there like things that can make stream just appear in the corner instead of just being a block of chat? I don't know,
Yeah.
a big like other streamer has that.
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on.
So you don't have to like see a giant brick of chat.
There you go.
The monolith of chat.
Yeah.
The chatolith.
Okay, so you all wake up in a different place than you fell asleep. You wake up to the loud sound of rolling wheels, wooden wheels to be exact, and there are stripes of cold on your back. What do you do? Maybe I also get the bears to
Look
say
around to see if everyone's here.
You notice a very distinct lack of your dwarven friend. You also notice that you are within a 5-foot wide cage made of steel. Both of you are in separate cages on 2 different wagons.
Are we moving?
Yes.
Great.
Do I still have my dagger?
No. All of your equipment has been removed from your person and put into a bag that is also on the wagon.
Can we observe our surroundings?
Yes, you may. You are in a very hilly area. The grass is green, there's a path going forward, and there's a dwarf driving each wagon. At the end of the road, you can see a very large stone wall.
Stone wall. Just like the riots.
You can't just say that on Twitch. I mean,
do you know what the Stonewall riots were?
No, I don't.
I do?
Okay.
Can I see the lock on my, if there's any?
There is a very intricately made golden lock.
Can I try to pick it?
Yeah, go ahead. Do you have thieves' tools on you?
I don't think you have. Didn't
do I
you take,
have-
like,
Yeah.
So all my equipment is gone, right?
Yeah, all your equipment is in like a bag in a different part of the wagon that you can't get to.
Can I like use a claw or something?
Sure, but you'll have disadvantage with doing the roll.
I'll take it.
Alright, sleight of hand, go for it. It is simply too intricate for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I try? Why not?
Sure, go for it. And it's sleight of hand. Disadvantage. It is also too
dang it.
intricate for you.
Oh, dang it.
Aw, dang it.
Bye.
The wagons make it to the wall, and a very, very large door opens. The door has etchings throughout it that are kind of like artistic pieces of various historical events that have happened to this place. And as the door opens, you can see a huge city.
You just describe the city?
Sure. It is a very round city. It is at least several kilometers wide. The outer parts of the city, which you are currently at, are much less dense and much less taken care of, while the center is very dense and seems to be occupied mostly by nobles. Which you can tell due to the fact that they are very fanciful houses.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And in the center of everything is a very large castle. The wagon starts driving down the road, and dwarves from either side start staring at you. Specifically, the Lupin, with looks of distaste in their eyes.
I don't think this cage has my wingspan, right?
No.
How big are the cages? Are they like
5 feet wide?
Size? Okay.
Yeah.
5 feet wide.
They're like a
Bird
5 foot
wings are very
cube.
big. Bird wings are very big.
Yeah.
What's the quality of the cage?
It is very high quality. As all dwarfsmanship is of the highest quality.
Something weird's going on here.
I'm missing a
How are we
dwarf.
put? Because how are we put in cages without us waking up?
Maybe they're just very sneaky dwarves.
We're also missing our dwarf.
Yeah.
The car continues forward and eventually makes it to the castle in the very center of the city. The gate to that opens and it continues further inside. At the front of the castle, a dwarf approaches the owlin cage and opens it up with a smile on their face.
She gets out of the cage, and immediately stretches her wings because she does not like confined spaces with no wing space.
Yeah. The dwarf, from beneath a very, very large and very neatly combed beard, starts to talk to you. The Lady of the East has finally arrived. Pleasant company indeed.
She does not know that she probably knows more dwarves than she has. She just looked confused, but welcome either way. But
Yeah.
points at her companion, and she didn't notice the weird looks that they got.
Oh, well, yes, of course we gave them weird looks. That's a criminal there.
She turns her head again. This time with the typical owl thing, and I was like, huh?
Well, yes. Don't you know? They're a war criminal. They shouldn't be alive.
I will have to leverage a bit of myself and say that's that Lupin saved me and one of your fellow dwarves, I think, several times. I'm exaggerating here. You only saved me like once at least.
Well then,
but you know.
If they are here on company with you, then of course we can allow them to stay, even if for a short while. Although they will not be kept in the same room as you.
At this point, I'm not even... Am I out of earshot of this conversation?
No, you're not.
Oh, I kind of thought I was.
No!
You're like on the other cage.
Yeah, no, you're like 10 feet from this.
Okay, I'm like staring at this dwarf in an intimidating manner.
Roll for intimidation, I guess.
No, not to accomplish anything, just like mildly angry. But like,
yeah.
Sure.
The dwarf shoots a somewhat pissed off look, and then they start to open up your cage slowly. Now the Lady Alvora and her servant Versus are finally here. We can finally begin the party. Yes, servant. You should be proud to be called that at all.
She leans into the Vulpin's ear and says, "They think you're a war criminal." just like very quietly, like.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Just.
They think you're a war criminal.
They're like, war criminal, dude.
Just to establish, I'm not a war criminal, right?
No, you're not a war criminal.
Yeah, okay. This is a very strange misunderstanding.
I mean, I don't know what they're talking about half the time, but yeah, that is certainly a strange misunderstanding.
Yeah.
But they do know my name.
That's true. It's quite strange. Wait, question.
Yeah?
So, did they unlock the cage, or are they currently in the process of
they've unlocked the cage.
Okay, I hop out of the cage onto the ground and, like, stretch my back.
Alright. Now, Lady Alvora, the celebrations are tonight, so I would really recommend getting yourself ready. Your room is on the upstairs.
Alright. She is a bit awkward in her speech, but
yeah.
Otherwise, she seems fine in this predicament.
The door finally turns to Versus again and says, "And the servants shall sleep downstairs."
Can I stare intimidatingly again?
Sure, go right ahead.
Stop staring at them like that.
7.
7? It's like 2 7 rolls.
Now then, Lady Alvora, we do have a tailor upstairs for you, of course, if you just follow me. And they start walking towards a staircase that goes up.
She follows, still stretching her wings somewhat.
Alright.
Like little wing exercises, essentially.
Versus, would you like to do anything?
Not really.
Alright.
I don't know what to
chill.
do. I guess I just chill.
Yeah, I suppose that would make sense. Alvora, as you walk up the stairs, you are brought to a very, very beautiful looking bedroom. It is split down the center with a changing room on the side. There's a flap that is distinguishing the two sides of the room. on the changing room side, there is a very tall elf. They're wearing glasses and appear to be like they appear to be of some form of royalty.
Do I recognize them or anything they have on them?
You recognize that this is a tailor. You do not recognize where they are from. They're from a different culture than where you were raised.
She feels like she can trust the tailor either way. And what about the other side of the room?
The other side of the room has a bed, a dresser, and a very large mirror with makeup in front of it.
She walks up to the tailor first, so.
Alright. You walk up to the tailor, and they start taking your measurements very swiftly and very precisely.
She just kind of stays still, thinking of what to say to the tailor.
Alright. Now, on Versus' side, I'm assuming you have walked down the stairs into the, like, servants' quarters.
Actually, no.
Uh-oh.
Here's what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to try to go up the stairs to catch up with them.
A dwarf very quickly grabs you by the scruff of the neck and, in a very condescending tone, states, "Servants aren't to go upstairs without their uniforms on, you know."
Why did you go back to the food?
I'm changing the music real quick. Hold on.
Back to fucking the British jump scare.
But hang on, wait, so what did the dwarf say?
Servants aren't to go upstairs without their uniforms, you know.
Pieces of shit aren't supposed to pry where they don't belong.
And yet I work here, and you only work for Lady Alvora.
I don't work for anyone. I work alone.
Then why are you in this castle? Besides, Lady Alvora is giving you quite a privilege.
I growl at this person?
Yeah, go for it. Roll an intimidation.
Do it in character growl.
Don't do it in character growl. I'm
not gonna do an in character.
Yeah, no, don't do the growl. Either roar.
Twitch would ban you.
Yeah. You growl, but the dwarf is unfazed.
So we're just kind of standing there staring at each other?
Yeah.
It's okay,
to win the staring contest?
Sure, roll me a constitution.
Constitution.
Yeah, constitution. Jesus Christ. Okay, so it's gonna be contested. You have won the staring contest. The dwarf has fallen to their knees with water streaming from their eyes.
Can I just continue up the stairs?
Yep. Alright, you are now upstairs. There's a very large hallway with doors on either side. There's an archway at the end of the hallway leading into a very large ballroom.
Can I start knocking on the doors trying to find the Owlin?
Yeah. You start knocking on the doors, and nobles one by one answer the door, each of them giving you the name of a food. You then eventually knock on a door. Alvora, you hear a knock at the door.
Am I in the middle, conversing with the tailor?
Yes.
Give me a moment, I'll have to answer the door.
The tailor simply bows.
She, turns around and goes to answer the door.
As you open the door, you see your Lupin friend. Eyes a bit bloodshot.
These guards are such pricks.
I really hope you didn't beat up anyone to come up here.
No, of course not. They're stupid.
Oh, Lady Albora, is this your precious servant?
I'm not a servant.
I put a talon on their mouth and just make like a shushing motion. Yes, my servant. I do the quote the little quote
Yeah.
motion.
Wonderful, wonderful. We'll need to get them outfitted as well, of course. Don't want them looking too out of place.
She whispers to the Vulpin, "Just go with it."
It's humiliating.
I don't know half the things I'm doing here either. I just know it's better to follow the rules and just break them, you know? She pulls the Vulpin into the room and in front of the tailor.
Alright. The tailor starts taking the Lupin's measurements and writes them down on a piece of paper. Now, Miss Elvorod, and I don't know what you are, Versus, I will return. They then leave the room.
No, it's just us again. Where do you think that Adorfa was with us went?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Now that we're alone again, where do you think the dwarf that went that was with us went?
I have no clue.
Yeah, Cord, we had a fourth person, but they're at a convention right now, so we don't get either of them today. Sad face emoji.
Zach goes to a convention.
Yeah, Zach goes to a convention.
Just doxing people.
I might have to ask around for that, for them then.
Why were we
They're
put in those
okay.
cages while we were sleeping?
And why would they call me a lady when I'm also in the I was also in the cage?
And why do they insist I'm a servant?
Because the other option is a war criminal.
I'm not that either.
It's either you pretend to be a servant or you get arrested. I'd rather not see you get arrested.
So can I, like, look around the room?
Yeah. It is an incredibly fanciful room. There's a very beautiful bed, which is made up of marble on the base, with a very pleasant wool mattress. There's a dressing room, there's a big mirror with some makeup in front of it. And there are paintings of elves.
There are what of elves?
Paintings of elves.
Is there anything on the ceiling? Anything strange about, like, are there any windows?
There is a window, yes. It is connected to the bedroom, and it looks out at the noble sector of the city.
Can I look out of it and people watch?
Sure. You generally just see a lot of people walking around.
Well, the tailor's gone. I'm gonna go look at the makeup aisle.
Alright.
The makeup table.
There's enough makeup to make any regular adventurer girl fall to their knees. Any type is here.
She has no real experience in makeup. Honestly, she was hoping that there was someone else would be able to teach her how to do it.
I have a really funny idea.
Yeah.
What if I do her makeup, but I make her look like a clown?
That would be awful.
I would refuse either way.
That's fair enough. It would be really funny.
The trains of thoughts of the both of you are suddenly interrupted by a very eloquent knock at the door.
She goes to answer the door.
You open the door and the tailor is there, holding
Again?
2 boxes.
She instinctively offers to hold one from.
You grab a box and the elf walks in with the other one, placing it down on the bed before opening it up.
She opens hers with while it's still in her arms.
I turn around and watch them.
Within the box that you were holding, there's a beautiful dress with a feather accentation to the bottom.
She gently takes out the dress from out of the box, now placing the box on the bed.
Alright. You now have the dress in your hands. The tailor points at Versus. You there. The Lupin. I have something for you here.
I walk over to the bed. What?
You see a uniform. It is beautifully made with red accentations to it, with a cloak attached.
I pick it up. What is this?
Well, it's your outfit for the dance.
Is it just called a dance, or do I actually have to dance?
It's just called a dance. More of a meeting.
I nod once. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, of course. You should fit right in with the nobles.
She looks at the bedroom side of the room where she is now, and she looks over to the dressing room on the other side and points to there. I will be right back in a moment. And she just walks over to the other side of the room.
Alright. You are now within the dressing room. There is a rug on the floor and a mirror that lets you see your own appearance.
She goes to change in front of the mirror into the dress.
Alright. And you are now in the dress. Your feathers are very much accentuated by the dress itself and the accents added to it. There's a green coloration to it.
She does a little flutter with her wings and comes back to the bedroom side.
Alright. You find yourself back in the bedroom side. Versus, what do you do? If anything at all.
I look at her in the dress, I guess.
Alright. She looks absolutely wonderful. They have turned this typically very drab, unfortunately, Alan into a very beautifully dressed one.
I nod a few times. Nice fit. Wait, question. Would a random medieval rogue say nice fit?
I don't think they would. I don't know.
The equivalent. The medieval equivalent.
The medieval equivalent to nice fit.
And there's another knock at the door.
God damn, this is a lot of knocks.
I go to answer the door again.
It is a dwarf wearing a servant's uniform. They have a silver platter with various foods on it. Lady Elvora, the party's beginning. I would recommend you get there at haste.
Alright, she doesn't actually know the layout of the building she is in, so she asks if she can be guided there.
Yes, of course. And they make way for you to enter the hallway.
May I bring my quote-unquote servant? I didn't actually say quote, but you know, servant, with her as well, or is it just her?
Yes, of course you may bring them.
She
I
looks back at her goose.
Yeah.
Are you still like not in the?
Yeah, no, they're not in their uniform yet.
Okay. Here's in character. What I'm doing right now is I'm just like holding the box. Or no, I'm holding the uniform in my hands, sitting on the edge of the bed. I'm just kind of looking at it, just kind of lost in thought after the tailor said I would fit in with the nobles. Because my character hates nobles.
Yeah.
She turns around back to the dwarf. They seem to be a bit preoccupied. If they come out of whatever they are in right now, could you bring them into the room where I'm going to?
Yes, of course.
But yeah, please do bring me to where I need to go. Be.
Alright. And they start walking down the hallway.
I follow.
You find yourself within a very large room. The room is lit up by candelabras, which are hanging from the ceiling. There are large stained glass windows of various leaders of the past. There is a meeting of very, very rich-looking people at a circular table in the center.
Do I recognize anyone in here?
Roll me in perception check.
Give me one.
I have potato chip here, and I want to eat them, but I feel like if I open the bag, it'll be really loud on the stream.
It's fine.
Yeah. These are various world leaders from around the world.
He's very much intimidated.
An elf with long black hair, none that you recognize, turns around and looks at you. Ah, the lady is here. Please take a seat.
She darts her hand around a bit, trying to locate a seat to sit down in.
You find yourself sitting down next to the elves.
That's more comfortable.
A dwarf wearing a very fanciful cloak looks out at you and says, "Oh, Lady Elvora, I apologize for the very rude awakening earlier today. I just didn't think you would want to come here otherwise."
Well, apologies for sounding quite strange, but I do not know the reason why I'm here in the first place.
Well, as you were the only remaining person of the horrid fire that took place to the Eastern Elves, you are currently the leader of their group, or at least a representative of what once stood.
She suddenly remembers something. She remembers the like broken bow in her belongings, by the way.
Alright.
She asks if her belongings is still like somewhere in the castle now, or
Yes, of course. Somewhere. You and your companions' equipment is currently being polished and fixed up by the best smith we have in the entire city.
She's quite happy about at that news. I did find like a broken bowl of the town I grew up in. So yeah, that is like it's a very convenient time to have a smith.
With that, a black-haired dwarf, hair messy and beard very short, suddenly slams his hands onto the table. He's wearing a red and gold uniform. Silence, Lady Alvora. I am the one who struck down all that you cared of. You shouldn't be at this table. In fact, no elf should be.
She turns around, turns her head around. He is like behind me, right?
He's in front of you. It's a round table.
Oh, I see. Intimidation check. Intimidation roll at the dwarf.
All right, go for it.
Fucking death glare, the motherfucker.
You give them a death glare, and with that, they jump up onto the table. With every single step, their shoes make a horrible sound, and from their back, they reach a blade. A long sword with a golden handle. The sword itself has red paint strewn about it, and runes carved into the bottom.
She instinctively reaches for her dagger and then remembers, oh yeah, they took that.
Sad face. Hold on, let me just check my notes real quick. With that, several of the other nobles grab onto his ankles and pull him back into the chair. Mr. Negrum, must you really be so barbaric at the table? And with that, he grunts.
Imagine being someone who's like, I killed your entire family, and not expect them to be angry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
She still seems upset, but otherwise she keeps her composure and just otherwise ignore the person. They just pull a fucking sword on her.
Yeah. After a while of conversation of which you have no idea what they're talking about, a human comes over, wearing another servant's uniform. They have a silver platter as well. They walk up to each noble and ask them a question into their ear. Each noble responds with an answer into their ear, and then they turn to the next person. Eventually, they come to you. Lady Alvora, what is it you would like to eat?
I don't think I know the code. I don't think I know like the answer for that. So I just answer my favorite food, which is she anxiously blurts out scrambled eggs.
Alright. The nobles all turn to you as you blurt that out, and the servant seems a little bit surprised before going to the next noble.
Why do they have something against scrambled eggs?
I'm a bird!
I mean, it's a lot less of the bird thing and more of the fact that everyone has been whispering their answers to the servant the entire time, and then Alvora just mid, like, conversation yelled out, "Scrambled eggs!"
Look, I don't know what's... She and I do not know what's going on, so she's just, like, very anxious, okay?
Fair enough, I suppose.
First Rhodey is a fucking noble girl.
Yeah. Eventually they finish the orders and return to a kitchen area. from there, a dwarf starts a conversation. Now, I have heard of this very recently, but have you heard that Norgum? They look to the dwarf with the messy hair with a very annoyed glance. Has assassinated one of us.
I'm gonna roll an intimidation check on the fucking dwarf again, just because I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, go for it. You give them a glare and they shrink into their chair a bit. While it is merely Noble's gossip, currently, I have heard tell that he has sent one of his guards to go and slay an elven prince. Norgum seems to have no response to it.
I quietly question, and yet he's still allowed on this table? Well, anywhere near us, anyways.
As is the realm's right to allow everyone at this table, unfortunately. However, we will still not speak as if he is our friend.
A friend that may put a dagger behind our backs anytime he wants, I suppose. I can hear stuff happening in Azzy's background.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
What?
Yeah, we hear like something rumbling around in your room.
They got dog in there?
Yeah.
No.
You got that dog in you?
No. Got that dog.
A very distinct smell suddenly takes over the room. The smell of a forest. And a very familiar whisper enters your ear. Lady Alvora, I do hope that you are fine with cutting this party a bit short. We have matters to discuss.
Now the voice is back at my back now, right?
Yeah.
She turns her head around and looks at who it is.
It is the wizard, staring at you with their glassy eyes.
Oh, hello. She kind of lies and says she's actually enjoying the party quite well, but she can absolutely do that.
Wonderful, wonderful. It is good to see that you've introduced yourself with your friends and you're not friends.
The moment he said not friends, I glared the dwarf again.
The wizard then stands straight and starts to walk into a hallway.
I get up and follow the wizard. Let's see what he has to say this time.
They take you into your room, where the tailor has now left, and Versus is still just sitting there with the clothes in their hand.
You've just been sitting here staring at the uniform the entire time.
Well, to be clear, I'm probably having like some kind of like deep thought.
True.
Not a single brain cell in that fucking Vulpin.
Fuck you.
Oh, friend Versus, you're here too. That is good to see. Now,
What?
the wizard is standing in the center of the room, looking down at you.
She was so anxious she forgot to ask where Durkin is. Shit.
Now, onto a matter of discussion while the others have theirs. There is something within this castle that I specifically need you all to find. I would do it myself, but of course, I can't change destiny myself. I merely am a messenger. They drop a note onto the bed.
Time to read again.
It is a note in Dwarvish. The wizard then gives you a separate translated one in common. It is a map of the entire castle with one point marked, a part of the museum. Someone has been planning something a little bit less than honorable.
I mean, she has just heard that the person that literally killed her, apparently killed her town, is just killed another person again.
Yeah.
So, treachery is bound to be somewhere.
Now, your goal is really quite simple. You can steal this, or you cannot. Either way, it is what will happen.
Well, either way, I would like to see the museum.
Alright, and I would recommend you bring your friend with you. They may have more skills that might be helpful.
I eye the wizard warily. What's that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean that you're quite a helpful part of this team.
I'm gonna say our character, seven fucking sneak.
Yeah. It's really funny.
Yeah, you might be really good for this.
Fucking
7 stealth is great.
4 intimidation? Where do you get that?
I think those are my proficiencies.
Yeah.
I spec into stealth. I get 4.
To be fair, Rogue's gonna sneak. And with that, the wizard vanishes.
She looks at the map again. How far is the museum?
The museum is downstairs next to the courtroom.
She personally thinks she's a bite their time and give the party like a little bit of a start before we excuse ourselves and go see the museum.
Alright.
I mean, it's perfectly normal, right?
So you're going to return to the party?
Well, I'm gonna.
Alright.
As he's still sitting around looking at the fucking uniform.
Fuck you.
You return to your seat, and the elf smiles at you, the one with the black hair. Do you know, Miss Elvora, you would be very helpful. Go ahead.
In the meantime, I snap out of it and put on the uniform.
Alright.
Just kind of wander around and try to find the party.
Alrighty. Miss Elvora, you'd be a wonderful asset to the northeastern elves, you know. I would really recommend you help us.
Well, really, the only asset in that region I can muster, anyways.
Yes, of course. It would be very nice to have someone to keep a lookout for a certain other someone. They eye the dwarf with wary eyes.
Everyone eyes the dwarf. I'm gonna roll intimidation check again, just because it's funny.
Alright, go for it. With the combined efforts of the both of you, the dwarf shrinks back into their chair again.
This is really funny.
Darsu suddenly walks in, wearing their blue uniform with red accentations.
She waves her left wing to motion at Versus to come to the table I'm in.
I walk over and try to find a seat.
You find yourself a seat after a little while of walking around. Although, you notice something very peculiar about this seat. Roll a perception check.
Do it.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
This chair is actually
Never
perfectly
mind.
normal on second look.
As he's gonna blow up.
Literally
No!
a nat one! Literally a nat one!
Alvora,
What is with my rolls?
do you mind rolling me a perception roll real quick?
Me?
Yes, yeah.
Perception roll.
Alright. You notice that all of the chairs have a very peculiar coloring. They are green with brass accentations.
Never would have seen that.
Can I investigate the chair?
Yeah, you can
It's
investigate the
like
chair.
I'm just like staring at the chair.
Alright, let's see the investigation.
That's better.
You find a inscription on the bottom of the chair. Hold on, I gotta put the fish and chips back on the scene for a bit.
Chips jump scare.
The British cuisine.
Um,
Pet dog.
on the bottom of the chair is the words ad unitatum.
Sorry?
Ad unitatum.
Can I read it? Like, what does it say in common?
It says to unity.
I sit on the chair.
Alright, you take a seat on the chair. Nothing is abnormal with how you sit. And nothing abnormal happens when you sit.
Wait, is other character again? Is as he's sitting on the fucking kiddie table?
No.
Like just a random other circle of like nobles and shit? Or is it just like near me?
They're very near you. Like a few seats down to the right.
I see. Same table.
Yeah, why would it be a different table?
I don't know. I was just imagining like a fucking kiddie table with servants.
That would. I'm gonna be honest. That would be really funny. Can we retroactively make that the case?
Sure, yeah.
No.
It's up to you. I mean, it would kind of screw up some plot stuff that was about to happen, but like...
Yeah, don't do it.
Okay, then no.
Yeah, okay. So, as you take a seat, the black-haired elf looks towards you. Oh, Versus! It is wonderful to have you here. I've been awaiting your arrival.
Do you all know my name?
Well, everyone knows your name, although some of us think it to be a lot worse than others.
Reminder, somebody think you're a war criminal. I didn't say that.
Okay, so here, side note.
Yeah.
Before all of this happened, I was literally just a street urchin.
Yeah.
So, what's going on?
But of course, you are a representative from the Lupins. There hasn't been tell of any others, so you are our choice.
She pipes up quietly. Is that like a choice, like me, or just a lack of volunteers?
Oh, it was a choice, of course. We could have just not had them here at all. But today is a special occasion. It is the first time we have had all... Sorry, fuck. Hold on. It is the first time that we have had a noble from every single nation since, well, ever.
I mean, I'm not much of a noble. you know, gestures back at the dwarf again. I apologize for bullying the dwarf, but he deserves it.
Yeah. Now, I do feel it would be a good time to get up and stretch our legs, wouldn't you? And talk with each other just small.
Well, I need a moment to stretch my wings, anyways.
Yes, of course. And with that, each noble stands up one by one and walks off into a random direction, leaving you and Versus at the table.
She gets up a small, and kind of just leaves Versus on the table.
Alright. Versus, what do? You have this note of an artifact within a museum, and you're sitting alone at a table.
I get up?
Alright, you get up. And now what? There's nobles all around the room, and a hallway leading downstairs.
Go back to the Owlin?
Alright, you return to the Owlin.
I guess you're sticking with me then.
I don't know what else to do.
She looks around, well, kind of very clearly, not very much like befitting to this place, but she kind of just wanders around to listen into conversations that the other nobles have.
You hear various troubles between different nations and a little gossip. However, there is one that sticks out to you. A name that has persisted through every single issue that someone has had. The name Norgum Nefric.
Norgum Nefric. Have I heard that name before?
That is the messy-haired dwarf that you were staring at the table.
Oh, is it that guy? That guy. Where everyone hates that guy.
Yeah, everyone hates that guy.
It's really funny.
Just a rage dwarf or an actual fucking war criminal? Sounds like the actual war criminal to me.
I mean, yeah.
War criminals will be war criminals.
She jokingly whispers in Versus' ear, maybe the war criminal isn't you at all.
Roll me a perception check, the both of you.
Oh,
Perception
great.
check. Fuck.
Perception check.
Perception.
Yay!
You can see that Norgum is currently running off, trying to sneak away from the party.
She...
Can I follow?
Yeah, roll me a stealth. Get them.
Before Versus sneaks off, I just asked him to bring a souvenir back, whatever it might be.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Out of character question.
Yeah, go for it.
Is a skull a souvenir?
Sure.
You sounded scared answering that question.
Yeah.
Are you scared?
A little bit.
How would you feel if I killed this goober?
Everyone will be happy.
I mean, yeah, everyone at the nobles table will be really happy with it.
Would you be happy with it? Is it going to mess up the plot?
No, I have a contingency plan for if you do kill them.
I'd be happy about it.
Okay.
You find yourself sneaking down the stairs
It's there.
and towards a window, which has been cracked open by Norgum. From it, he speaks to a dwarf who does not look like a guard, yet is dressed like one. And roll me a perception if you would like to hear what they say. Okay. Um, you lean an ear towards them from just out of view, and you hear, "All right, this is the time. Have you got everything planned out?" The dwarf with the guard armor answers with, "Yes, of course. I will be there once the party sits back down." And then Norgrim closes the window with a smile on his face.
And wait, so sorry, what was the asshole's name?
Norgrim?
Norgum.
Yeah.
Okay, so Norgum left through the window.
Norgrim went back upstairs. He was talking to a
Okay.
guard from outside of the window who wasn't actually a guard.
Got it. I follow Norgum.
Alright, you follow Norgrim, and he returns to the ballroom, going back into small talk with people.
Did I lose my opportunity?
You lost your opportunity to kill him, but there's more you can do.
There's a later date. It sounds like there's a later date.
Yeah, okay. I talked to Norgum.
Alright. Norgrim sees you and lets out a sigh of kind of rage. Hold on.
You seem to be quite the troublemaker.
And what would make you say that, my dear Versus?
Me and the
I
Alan
know-
were...
I know that guy saying deer, like, gritting his fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Me and the Alan were walking around. It seems that many... Sorry, was it kingdoms?
Yeah.
Is kingdoms a good word?
Yeah, kingdoms or nations either work.
It seems that many of the kingdoms, nations, you seem to be causing quite the trouble.
Well, of course. I shouldn't be sitting idly and wait for everyone else to take up everything.
Can I give an intimidating stare?
Sure.
Everyone likes to roll. He's a fucking
Can-
intimidation practice doll.
If I get a nat 20 here, and this is purely me asking, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Could he shit himself?
Something else will happen that is already planned.
Smiley
Okay,
face.
I just want
Go
you to
for it.
keep it in mind. It would be really funny. Oh.
You give him an intimidating glare, and he just kind of laughs. Well, Versus, how is your mother these days, I do wonder?
I punch him in the mouth.
Alright, roll me a strength.
Aww.
You punch him in the mouth, and he falls backwards. The other ballroom attendants look at you with a face of grimace, but then look down at the dwarf, and their very enraged faces suddenly become enlightened with joy.
She's like quite a bit away from the commotion. She kind of just like, kind of flies towards you, like barely off the floor. It's like, what? What even? Oh, fair enough.
Norgum.
No one likes him.
Holy shit.
War?
Okay, this is completely unrelated
Uh-huh.
to, like, this whole thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, CM14 has 350 players on right now.
Holy shit, okay.
Okay, anyway. Through gritted teeth, I tell him, do not talk about my family.
And why shouldn't I? I was the one who laid them to rest, wasn't I?
I get on the ground and start beating the shit out of him.
Alright, roll me another strength.
Can I contest that action by rolling a strength on my own?
Yes, you may.
I hold him back. I hold him back.
Alright. You are now holding Versus back.
She whispers, "Please don't embarrass me in front of literally every single world leader I can see."
Look at them. They're getting a kick out of it.
Yes, but I really don't like fighting. But, I mean, okay, one punch. She lets go of her Zeus.
I punch him as hard as I can, right on the temple.
Strength save.
Don't fuck. You're gonna fucking actually kill him.
I really want to.
Oh god.
Oh my god, okay. You jump over top of him and you lay your fist upon his temple. As you do, a very, very loud crack sound is heard, and he sputters up some blood.
She stammers out quietly. Nice punch.
Yeah, you just broke his ribs. That's what you did.
What? I stand back up and just watch him writhe on the floor.
You watch him writhe, and the other nobles all start clapping for you.
I stare at them. Or no, I look. What?
Sorry, give me a moment.
Alright. I look over them all and make a proclamation.
Go for it. Proclamation of Independence.
Okay. Can I do a persuasion check and then based on that determine the quality of the proclamation?
Yeah, you may.
Oh no!
You're not at disadvantage. You only have to take that.
Yeah, I'd say that.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. I see red and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's fair.
And this is why no single person should have this much power. No single person should be able to affect this many lives. The problems that you've experienced because of this dwarf are innumerable. This should never have happened.
Very nice.
I have righted my own personal wrongs, but it's up to you all to deal your hand. That was stupid. Why did I say deal your hand? Fucking...
I mean, if it works, it works.
If it works, it works.
Yeah. And with that, the nobles all clap and cheer.
I love inciting war.
No, inciting war for the right reasons. This guy's an asshole. He killed, like, both of our families.
Yep.
And apparently, like, half of the fucking country's families as well.
Question.
Yeah.
Are the nobles also gonna fight him?
No, not currently.
Hand-to-hand combat?
I mean, he's kind of just, like, writhing in the floor, like, sputtering blood.
I have too much fancy dress on to actually do that right now.
You suddenly hear footsteps downstairs. Very loud footsteps.
Oh,
And the sound of something falling.
She quickly pokes at Versus. Maybe it's time to go to the museum.
I think that's a good idea.
She excused the both both her and Versus to quote unquote go see the museum that I've heard about so much here.
All right. As you walk down the stairs, you can see the museum. There's a dwarf pretending to be a guard within it.
I do. Can I roll? Can I roll like a perception check to see how well he's like?
Yeah, go right ahead. Well then, you can chat.
Munching for his fucking chips and crisps. He fucking munching some crisps.
Yeah. He is honestly in a really bad disguise.
I walk straight up at him and attempt to like at least take off his helmet.
Alright. You pull his helmet off. You can now clearly see that this is a coalition of the Golden Stone mainland dwarf. They have black hair, and it's somewhat messy.
You're not gonna pipe up? You saw this guy before.
I'm not following you.
Are
Maybe
you?
I should. I follow the Owlin.
Okay, you
So-
follow the owlet, and you see the fake dwarf.
Can you remind me of what they said earlier?
They said that they had the preparations complete to Norgum.
Okay. Can I put my paw on his throat and like push him against the wall? Like, can I pin him to the wall
And make out with him? Sure.
and then like interrogate?
Yeah, you can do that. Roll me a strength first to see if you can actually pin him. It's gonna be a contested strength.
Fingers crossed. Ooh, that's pretty.
They're too immoving.
Can I still try to interrogate?
Yeah, you can still try to interrogate.
So that's intimidation.
Yeah, that's intimidation.
Okay.
Or insight. You can use either. Oh.
Roll insight too.
Yeah, roll an insight too.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. Whoa, okay. Interrogation start.
While they're interrogating, can I fly around the museum just like see what's around and maybe roll like 2 perception checks to see if there's anything wrong?
Yeah. So roll me a perception for that, Alvora.
God damn it!
Ooh.
Everything looks fine. You start your interrogation of the dwarf. Greetings, Lupin. They say under their breath.
What are you planning?
I'm planning nothing at all. I know not what you speak of.
I heard you talking. I keep forgetting that guy's name. What's that guy's name?
Norgum?
Norgum.
Yeah.
I heard you talking to Norgum earlier. I know you're planning something.
Now, you can't really prove that, can you? Besides, we all hate Norgum. Norgum's a little child in comparison to most of the nobles here.
You're a child for assuming that you can pass off as a guard.
Roll me an insight. You have managed to completely unravel his entire plan based on the shakiness of his voice. You know that this is in fact a fake guard from the Coalition of the Golden Stone hired by Norgum, who has been hired specifically to grab a mirror from this museum. The mirror being a light direction device.
So a prism?
It's a magic prism, and it changes the direction that the light is going so that you can use it in magic.
Fun.
Yeah.
I drop him on the floor.
All right, you drop him on the floor, and he starts just kind of wiggling around like a worm.
I walk into the museum and look around.
All right, you look around. You see all
I'm
kinds
so
of
flying-
magical objects.
I'm still flying around, by the way.
Things like potions, which are immaculately kept, weaponry that's seen many battles, and of course the mirror.
I pick up the mirror.
All right,
I don't think you can.
it's like a hand mirror. You
I
now,
stuff it in my pocket.
yeah, you now have the magic mirror.
Magic mirror. That's probably what, £0.5 or something?
Yeah, it's like £0.5. It just appears to be like a
I
regular mirror in a brass, like.
I'm doing Natmer, but like the other exhibits that I did not actually see versus pick that shit up.
Yeah.
I just remembered.
So any-
I still have a bunch of burned breadsticks.
Yeah.
Can I see any exhibits that catches my eye?
You do find one. It is a bow made out of silver. On it is a elfin inscription, along with a symbol that you recognize.
Time to read. What does the Elvish say?
It says the elves Eastern rule over all forever.
I am representative of that section, am I?
Yeah.
That's a really pretty bow. I say to myself, no one else aside from like 3 people even near the museum at this current point.
Yeah.
I know of. Is there like a plaque detailing his history and shit?
Yes, there is.
I'm gonna read it.
This
Just an
bow.
excerpt of it.
This bow is carried by the first leader of the Eastern Elves. They had used it to strike down a dragon that had threatened the land.
Whoa, dragon slaying bow.
I don't know why that's really funny to me.
What?
Dragon slaying bow.
Bow.
She is literally doing that. Just bow.
Can I look up and see what the Owlin's doing?
They're just looking at a bow.
Can I walk up to the bow?
Yeah.
Can you describe it in immaculate detail?
Sure thing. Num 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 num.
No.
It is a silver long bow. It is about the length of your body. And the string is made up of a very peculiar material which you do not recognize. There's various carvings throughout it, and an inscription in Elvish, and a rune, which appears to be some form of symbol.
You can't read Elvish.
The silver of the bow seems to have been immaculately taken care of, and therefore you can see your own reflection in it.
Can I touch the grip?
Sure. The grip is very soft, and it feels as if it has seen very many wars.
I pick it
see
up.
versus doing that and just puts a talon on it and to see a little bit better of the bow.
You pick up the bow. It is incredibly heavy, like 40 pounds.
40 fucking pounds.
Is that like too heavy?
I mean, it's too heavy to be like wielded around naturally.
Wielding around naturally and or fly of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I grab one of my arrows and test shoot the opposite wall?
She's holding it very tightly. She's not gonna let you touch that. Historical significance and all.
Come on, just let me try it.
This is... She explains the importance of the bow to him. You know, the first leader of the Eastern Elves, which is technically her faction now and all thing.
It's not doing any good sitting on a stand.
It's still history.
Look, one test shoot and then I'll put it back.
Also, test shoots in the museum.
It's just a wall.
It's a museum. You might misfire and break something.
I'm not gonna misfire.
This thing is 40 pounds. I can't even use it properly.
Well, I know how to use a bow. And so do you.
And I think the bow is too heavy to be wielded by us right now.
I wield the bow.
And I am very scared of breaking something here because this is very important.
Out of character, how likely is it I break something?
It's pretty fucking likely. I'll be real with you.
I do it for the funny. I do it for the funny.
Do not do it for the vibe. Do not do it for the vibe.
It's still showing cod and fries.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
It's cod and chips, you dumb.
Look. British.
Sorry, I'm just making a note real quick.
Hang on.
Yeah.
No, this is for Evie. Hang on.
Okay.
Cookies.
Cookies?
Said cookies. Anyways, back on track. We're not talking about biscuits right now. Fuck. Back on track. I will put the bowl back in its container.
Yeah. So you put the bow back into the stand.
I look at you with a slightly annoyed expression.
You don't shoot bows inside of museums.
You just don't like fun.
It's either fun or I get yelled at.
You're not gonna get yelled at. I would get yelled at.
You know, the whole servant guys is going to get me yelled at either way. We'll have fun somewhere else, but not here.
Fine.
Now I guess we'll have to leave. Go back up to the. Go back up to the thing. The ball. I mean.
All right.
We don't. I've seen enough of this museum, and I'm pretty sure we've done everything here. I mean,
Yeah.
All right. You head back up to the ball. Versus, what do you do now that Alvor is not here?
I look at the bow.
All right.
And I look back at the door. And I slowly look back at the bow. And I slowly pick it up.
All
how
right.
heavy is it for the
Like
ball?
40 pounds.
Yeah, it's 40 pounds.
No, specifically for you, like how much can you even lift it to draw a string?
That's a good question.
Roll me a athletics check to see if you can actually carry this damn thing. All right, you can carry it.
Yes. I grab one of my arrows.
Uh-huh.
I knock it. Pull it back.
As you pull
Aim
back
at
the
it.
string, you feel as if something is growing inside of you. Light starts to beam from the bow, and it surrounds your entire being.
I aim at a wall and release.
All right. As you release, all of the light around you is concentrated into the arrow, turning it a very bright blue color. It fires through the wall.
Oh no!
Creating a about golf ball sized hole in the wall.
If
Feels if I should have shot it at the floor.
I think that would have been worse. There is like basement floors, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It
true.
would have made.
I would have killed my
Dusty.
fellow servants.
Exactly.
So now you're
I
just
like this-
standing here with a silver bow, with a hole in the wall.
I like the spinning 3D model of a hot dog. It's like the little dancing fruits.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
want us
so
to put
real.
it back on? Are you
Literally,
going-
no, hang on. Can you put baby? Can you make a scene for baby sensory video?
We're not
What?
making Cocomelon. We're not
No,
making
it's not
Cocomelon.
It's not Cocomelon. It's a different thing.
All right, sure, man.
We're not making Cocomelon.
All right, give me baby sensory gifts, I guess.
Why?
Right now. Okay.
Yeah, right now. Go ahead. I just can't take video. I can only take like, I think images and gifs, and that's it. I have a folder now just called Baby Sense. Yeah. Hold on. Save image. Don't put that in my regular slideshow for the love of God.
We're not putting Cocomelon on there.
Alright. Then let me go in. Hold on.
I sent you like a few.
You sent me a few?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you did.
Oh my god, are you consuming Cocomelon while we're doing this?
It's not Cocomelon.
While carrying 18 fucking, like fucking 48 pounds
Three.
bow.
It's 3. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, put
What about
away
the
the
other
baby
one?
sensory videos.
Yeah, putting away the baby
What about
sensory
the other
videos.
one?
Why did the fucking hold on? I need to fix something real quick so you get baby sensory videos again. There you go. Okay, so you were now holding this 40-pound bow. It is. You were feeling a rush of emotions. And you also feel as if you've been electrocuted.
But like in a good way or a bad way?
Like a good way. Brain nourishment gift.
For real. No, it's fruit. It's good for you.
Yeah, it's good
Stop
for you.
fucking watching Cocomelon.
It's not cocoa milk. Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
How bad would it be if I took the bow? End of sentence.
I would not let you.
I don't think you could.
Taking the,
Like, who would-
taking the mirror is
who would
already a
stop
ballsy
me?
move.
Probably the guards, because it's going to not be in a backpack. Like, if you put that in a
I could just
backpack, you're
say
gonna
I
have
found it.
you're gonna have like a suspiciously fucking. You're gonna have a suspiciously Atholeth soul sized backpack.
Also, you just found it on the floor, motherfucker. That's everyone knows that's in the museum.
Yeah, it's
I'm
kind of like a
pretty sure
legendary
it was-
item.
What if I snuck it out a window?
I really don't think you should take this. They're gonna
Stop!
realize you
Stop
took
it.
this.
For lore reasons?
For a lot of reasons.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll
first-
put it back.
First of all, for lore reasons, it's like if you took
United States
giant chunk.
Constitution.
a giant chunk of
Fuck,
Agora's fucking history of you. Second of all,
If I stole
you're
the
in a
entire
museum.
British Museum.
British
Anyway.
Museum, the fucking bow.
What if my British Museum the fucking bow? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just.
You're gonna actually become a
I
criminal.
put it back. I put it back, and I find the Owlin.
Alright, you head back upstairs and you find the Owlin at the bar. People are
Find the
slowly
bow.
heading towards their rooms, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's quieting down the ball. I mean,
Yeah.
she whispers, "What do you mean you tried the bow?"
Okay. You're gonna think this is crazy. I think that's the most awesome thing I've ever done. You have to try
What?
it.
What did you do?
Okay, I didn't do anything bad.
It's a museum piece.
It works. It's not damaged. The bow
What?
isn't damaged.
The bow isn't damaged. Did you damage a wall or something? Did you damage a wall?
What were we talking about?
You
Avora, hypothetically, if I shut a hole in the wall using the fucking Atholeth soul, how would I fix it? Just hypothetically.
Yeah, I say that.
She just stares at the Versus for like 5 seconds with like a bewildered expression on her face.
A smile slowly builds across Ursu's face.
We will never speak of that. We will. She's trying to think of a cover story for that. She's just gonna have to think.
we can just say the 2 holes were already there.
And what the guy that's clearly not in his uniform would be?
Okay, ignore that. Do you want to try it? Please? Please try it. Versus appears extremely enthusiastic about this, even though they've really never showed any enthusiasm for anything since you've met them.
She's surprised, but she still refuses. She would not ever try to do things like that without express permission, because that's not. I'm not evil. I'm just very terrified of being like kicked out of this cool place. Okay.
That's fair.
Like, first of all, I don't want to get kicked out. Second of all, I don't want to fucking actually like break more stuff that you already did.
I put a hole in the wall.
What
That's
if there
not
was
really
someone behind the
breaking
wall?
There is nothing behind the wall. It's just a wall.
Okay, actually, what did the wall that like our character? Where did the arrow fucking end up?
In the side of the king's throne.
Was
At
the
least it
king
didn't go any
anywhere
further.
near his throne? Like, a very, very important out of character question. Was
Was
the king
near the throne?
No.
Mhm.
He was in the ball.
Good.
Oh,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Good.
You fellas might want to dip before you get caught or something.
I still want to see if I can legally ask for a test shot of it instead of just fucking stealing it out of the fucking museum.
Alright, and who will you ask about it?
She looks around,
I mean, if you really want to ask, you could find a curator or something.
I mean, she looks around, and can I spot anyone that's like explicitly dressed as one of the like servants of the castle?
Yes.
Because that'd be my best shot, I think.
Alright, so you're gonna ask them about giving a test shot to the thing?
Yeah, like, because, you know, that's a very important bow to me now.
Yeah.
And I would like to see history in my hands. That's my explanation.
Yes, of course, it is your right as the current representative of the Eastern Elves. They then start walking downstairs towards the museum.
I follow, and I try to signal Versus to just stay still. I'm gonna work out an alibi for you. You'll be fine.
As you enter the museum, the servant's currently looking at the hole. Good heavens, what happened here?
We were looking at the exhibit, and I kind of tripped. Apologies. She points at her beak.
I suppose that would make sense. Gosh, Alan beaks are a lot stronger than I thought. Anyhow, yes, you may give it a try. Our archery range is just outside the courtroom.
She gets the bow and goes to the testing range.
All right.
And I follow.
That is the.
Yeah, you can follow.
Yippee!
You find yourself in the middle of the testing range. It is a field with some targets at the end of it. and you are, of course, at the other end where the door is. What do you do?
She positions herself in the, with the bow, and knocks an arrow into it, and aims for one of the targets.
Oh, right. As you start pulling back the string, light starts to come from it, which envelops you and the bow itself.
She kind of stays in a drawn position for a bit, kind of confused as to why she's fucking glowing, but she aims and shoots.
Alright. As you shoot at the target, the light within you is suddenly sucked into the arrow, which turns a very bright blue color, and it gets shot straight into the target. The target is gone. There is no more target.
I like that I don't have to roll for it.
Yeah, it's just a test thing, so I'm not gonna have you roll for it, but...
I mean, if as you had to roll for it, that would be way more catastrophic than just hitting the throne.
That's true.
Fucking misfires, the entire museum is gone. Congratulations, you nuked the museum. I am getting arrested.
What if I shot the ground?
It would have gone into the basement and probably killed someone.
No. I mean, like, the dirt and the grass and the stone.
Oh.
Would the entire planet disappear?
No, the entire planet wouldn't disappear.
On the floor.
Yeah, it would make a pretty big crater.
Big.
Like, about 1 meter in diameter.
Okay, that's respectable.
She says, maybe that's why in the plaque it did say it killed a dragon.
I do like an extremely childish, like, grabby hands motion. Gimme. Try to take the bow. Like gently take the bow. Like, not like violently.
She's so shit. I'm just gonna decrease one of my arrows because that one is gone. There's no more arrows.
That's true, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, you should do that too. So with this, the night is high, and the servant pipes up. I do believe we should both be getting to bed soon. It's rather late.
Yes, of course. She goes to take the ball back into the museum. She is quite. I mean, she isn't exactly sleepy, but it's about time. She should take a break. That is a very, very anxious fucking Alan.
Yeah. You set the bow back and you head into your room.
Question.
Yes.
Does sneak apply to held objects? So, like, if I'm holding, like, a ridiculously big object...
I mean, I wouldn't say that you can hide a ridiculously big object.
Like, what if
cannot...
What if I get, like, a really... just an incredible... sneak? Bonkers.
I don't think that would work.
This is a situation when you roll a nat 20 and still fails.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is what kind of situation this is.
The ball is the size of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means you can hide it behind you.
The thing is, you would look stiff as a board and you would be very obvious.
Yeah, also it would be scraping against the floor.
And also, I would not let you.
Probably harder than the floor.
I mean, the bow's made of silver.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I would not
magic
like you.
silver.
This is
Look, okay,
her.
let me be clear. When I talk about stealing the bow, I say it in jest, but it would be really funny.
It would be, yeah.
Yes, a bit would be funny. But
Okay,
I would not.
anyway,
If I
I
ever
guess we
caught
just-
you with a bow outside the museum, I would be mad.
I guess we just go back to the room.
CP time. I mean, technically you have the other room. You have like a different room. You never actually fucking found your own room.
No, I don't. Like, I do, but I'm not gonna use it.
Guess you're gonna head to like the. Is there service quarters?
Oh, yes, there's a service quarters.
I mean, what I was planning on doing is just, like, sitting against the wall and not sleeping.
Alright. Would you like to take an exhaustion
Because-
point for that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Hear me out. Let me look something up.
Okay.
As he when they want to fucking Fallout New Vegas casino sneak a fucking fat man.
Yeah.
That's essentially a fat man.
Okay. So, wolves can sleep as little as 4 hours.
Yeah. And if you don't sleep all night, you're going to be getting sleep as little as 0 hours. So,
That's fair.
yeah.
Okay, I guess I do the same thing that I did at the inn, where I sit against the wall and hold my pack like in my arms and hug it, and then like rest my head on it.
Alright.
I can calm myself down in my room for how anxious and kind of fucking rad the bow was, and sleep like 2 hours later.
Alright. And that is where I'm going to end this session.
Oh dang, it's 1:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby century videos. You should add the third one.
Fucking... I don't want to end the third one.
No, add the third one.
Fucking... Fine.
I just realized half of our discussion was just like, don't take the fucking magic nuke ball.
Okay, but the magic nuke bow is really funny.
If I would have been allowed the magic nuke ball, I would have asked for it.
It's really funny to be watching the baby sensory videos. Anyways, do you have any questions regarding that session that you would like to ask with the viewers still here?
So
Have
what's
you got-
the story? What's like? Is there like a longer story behind that bow?
Yeah, although it will not be told to you yet.
Oh.
I mean, I read the fucking plaque.
Yeah.
If I read the plaque, would I have gotten that answer?
No.
Okay.
How long was that? How fucking powerful is a man that held that bow? The fucking first I just call him the first elf of the Eastern Elves.
Yeah.
That guy.
That's
How fucking strong was he?
very strong. Like, he was incredibly fucking strong. Although, he was not strong enough to hold his own bow. Yeah. Just something to think about.
Magic holding the bow.
Magic.
Question mark.
That's close.
Magic can do anything. Fun fact.
I mean, the bow itself is magic.
Yeah.
Okay. 40 fucking pounds. That is going to be double my equipment weight.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait,
for
how much
the
equipment are you carrying?
50.
That's it?
I still have the bread in my inventory.
I have like 80 pounds. I'm carrying like 80 pounds of stuff. I'm
It
literally
was allowed
carrying
to-
my body weight.
If I was allowed to take like the bow, that would make me not 90 weight. I'm just gonna add like a dummy one and see fucking how it would that. Okay, that wouldn't go over my thing, but how do I get rid of this?
Hold on, I'll handle it. Relax, I'll handle it. I am the angry pumpkin.
You are the angry pumpkin.
Alright.
You just fucking dummy it out.
Here you go.
Fair enough.
That's information on the Athol's soul.
I think that thing is a nuke bow, and I really think that is a very cool bow.
Yeah. Anyways, say bye, stream.
Bye.
Bye, chat. Bye, chat.